Howdy guys, it's Luke at Luke's Affordable Paint Service coming at you with another how to suck eggs video. Alright, this one's aerosol cans. The reason I'm going to do this video is I see so many people complaining and telling people you need to use these primers because these primers are the best. It's all bullshit. Alright, I use on everyday cans that cost me £1, £2, and I don't see the point of using any other brands. They're all the same, especially brands that are designed specifically for cars, because they're not going to want the paint to go on a car wrong, because that's going to cost far more than a little piece of plastic. You know what I mean? So I'm going to take you through how to use a can properly, because there's so many people out there that go, oh, you don't want to use this brand because the paint comes out thick, you don't want to use this can because it's bitty, you don't want to use this because the nozzles are crap. It's not the products, guys, it's the people using them. And everybody blames, the products before they blame themselves. But what I'm going to do is take you through the basics of how to use an aerosol can so you'll never have a problem no matter what cost of can you've used. Because you just buy the cheapest primers you can, alright? I'm going to show you with the cheapest primer I could find, and this was in the pound shop, and it was actually 75p. It's a red primer, it's almost like corn red. I've got a matte black which is £2, and I've got a grey which is the same company. But what I'll do is I'll shoot it with the red primer and I'll show you how good this stuff is, and it's cheap as chips stuff, alright? Now, misconceptions with cans. Everybody says hold it 20 centimetres away. Don't do that. First thing, it says it on the can, hold it from 20 centimetres away. That's not taking into considering weather conditions. It's not taking into consideration that you've mixed the can properly. It's a description on the can that's like a guideline. Don't even read them, guys. I'm going to tell you how to use them, okay? First thing when you buy a can, before you shake it up, before you do anything, put this in some warm water, straight hot water out your tap. Just leave it in there for a minute or two. Get that can warm, all right? Once that can's warm, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it till you're bored, all right? You could even put it back in some warm water again and then shake it again, okay? Make sure that can's properly shaken, all right? If you do that, you will not have a problem with any cans, no matter if they're 10p a tin, all right? The only things that you sometimes get a problem with is blocked nozzles on a cheap can, but all I do is I just rinse it under tap sometimes and that cures it, okay? I've never had a bad nozzle, okay? But when I go on to spraying miniatures, everybody's like, you've got to do it like this. The problem is if you do it like that, look, I know I'm spraying it house and I shouldn't be spraying it house, but type 1 diabetes will kill me first. When you're doing it from like this, it's really hot in here. So for example, when you're spraying from that sort of distance, what you're going to get is the paint drying in the air, and as it comes towards the model, that's going to start causing speckles and dots all over your model. You don't want that, okay? When people say, oh, it's too thick, it's because they've got the model and they've gone and they've pressed it and held it and just till it's covered. You don't do that, guys, all right? I wasn't actually spraying it on the model then, all right? What you actually have to do when you're around the corner, I normally go about, what's that, 4 inch away? And what I do, you see what I'm doing? Just quick sprays, and I stop when I'm at the other side of the model, and you just do that all the way around. Okay, and like I say, I'm a lot closer, and this is with all cans, even GW cans. Like that, look. And as you can see, there is it's not too thick, it's not anything, there's nothing wrong with that base coat primer, all right? Once this is dry, I'll hit it with a Zenith highlight, so you guys can actually see the quality of the paint underneath, okay? So you can actually see it better in the shot, all right? So what I'll do is let that dry. I'll come back once I've hit it with another can, okay? Right, guys, so this is now dry. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit it from above, just so it highlights it for you guys so you can see the base coat underneath, okay? Now, just to make that better quality for you, can you see how good that base coat is? And all that's to do with is because you've warmed the can up, you've shook it very well, and you've not held the can too far away from the miniature. Okay, and you might be saying, oh, it's because you're using a different can. No, all the cans I use very close, some even closer, because, for example, the dial cans from B&Q, they're very slow. Same as the Army Painter cans, they can be quite slow. If you mix the Army Painter cans up well, they come out very thin. So it's about how the can's mixed and you've done it under temperature. Okay, so as you can see, guys, that's so much, you know, such a good base coat, and that's with cans that cost less than £1. So if I can do it with cans less than £1, you can do it with your cans for 4, 5, 6, 10, 20 quid, however much you're going to spend on cans. It is not the spray paint, it's the people using them. Okay, so when it comes to my favourite primer is what doesn't break the bank, and it's what. Thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching. If you're liking the How to Suck Eggs videos, comment below if there's anything you're struggling with that should be a basic process. Alright, I use inverted commas because nothing's basic. If you don't know how to do it, you don't know how to do it. Alright, if you're struggling to do something that everybody else seems to do normally, it's just because there's certain things that you possibly don't know or you're not picking up on, and that's what these videos are about. Alright, teaching you all the basic essential steps to do anything with anything. Alright, so thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in. Like I said, comments below if you want to donate, links and everything in the links box, comments box, thing box, box, whatever it's called below. Alright guys, so thanks for tuning in, catch you again soon.